Hey everybody, Josh here back again. It's Wednesday, it's New Comic Book Day, and Anna's feeling a little under the weather, so I'm going to be doing this review by myself. And tonight I'm going to be talking about Fight Club 2 number 4, Conan the Avenger number 17, Star Wars Lando number 3, and Batman Arkham Knight Genesis number 1. Okay, starting with Fight Club 2 number 4. This one, it got a little confusing. It was still really good. I'm really happy with how Fight Club 2 is going. But Chuck Palahniuk, the writer, creator of Fight Club, actually, he's totally broken down the fourth wall. He's written himself into the comic. And it actually, I don't know if I really cared for that. You know, breaking the fourth wall, it gets kind of dodgy. If it works, it's really, really cool. I'm not really sure it worked in this comic. But once you got past that, one of the coolest thing that's happened probably in the entire comic so far is Sebastian, formerly Jack from the original Fight Club film. He encounters Angel Face again. If you remember Angel Face, he was the pretty man that Jack fought and he had to destroy something pretty, so he beat him to a bloody pulp. Well, he encounters him again in Fight Club, and the two are fighting, and it was just really cool to see that particular callback to the film. I was really happy with it. The only thing I didn't like about this comic, again, is Palahniuk writing himself into it, but once you get past that, it was a really good comic. I really love the art in this. It's got that gritty look. I really like that. It really fits the tone of Fight Club. So if you're not reading Fight Club 2, definitely check it out. It's well worth the time. Next up, Conan the Avenger number 17. Now, I haven't been keeping up with Conan the Avenger at all. Well, kind of any Conan, really. We just started reading Conan Red Sonja. But I haven't been keeping up with Conan the Avenger at all, so it did take me a little bit of time to get up to speed as to what was going on. But it was relatively easy to reacclimate myself to the story and to, get caught up to where I was like, okay, I can read this comic and not be totally confused. The art is outstanding, and once I got caught up to the story, I found that really engaging. It was really, really good. But the highlight of this comic for me is Conan swearing. It's absolutely hilarious. Like, God, what was that one? The one I'm thinking of, I gotta find it because it's absolutely hysterical. Okay, so Conan has just gotten some bad news, and he says, "Mitra's swollen taint." And I'm like, that's awesome. I'm going to bring that into my swearing lexicon because how could I not? Okay, next up, Star Wars Lando number 3. I'm really enjoying Lando. We got more of Chantaka or Chantacha or whatever, however you say that dude's name. We got more of him, and he is absolutely awesome. And the Emperor has given him his own craft called the Scimitar, and it's basically a hunter-killer spaceship. And I'm liking this ship. I want more of that bounty hunter in that ship. I want him to get his own comic because he's awesome. And we find out some really interesting stuff about Lobot. Lobot, his implants, they're constantly trying to take over his brain. So he's fighting against them all the time. And he gets injured and he's unable to fight off the implants, the software and everything. So he's starting to lose himself and become basically kind of a drone. And Lando and the gang have to put him in a Bacta tank to repair his body so he can refocus his mind. And I don't know, I never really knew that much about Lobot. He was never one of my favorite characters. I never really invested any kind of time into researching that particular character. And finally, getting some insight in it because I'm interested in this comic, interested in Lando's story, and getting this extra information about Lobot. Lobot's a really cool character now. I'm like, before I was neither here nor there with him. Now he's really, really cool. So if you're not checking out Lando, it's only 3 issues in, and it's limited run comics, so it's not going to be a major time dump, not going to be a major money dump. Definitely check out Lando if you're a Star Wars fan. And finally, Batman Arkham Knight Genesis. And this was a really cool comic. The art is absolutely amazing. It's probably the best art of every comic I read this week. And basically, what it is if you haven't played Arkham Knight and you don't know who the Arkham Knight is, cover your ears. Okay, so of course the Arkham Knight is Jason Todd, and we get kind of the origin story, sort of Arkham Knight, but also the origin story of Jason Todd, of how he met Batman, and his regrets about meeting Batman. So it's really, really cool. So there's this extra dynamic of Jason Todd, and I never, the one time I read anything involving Jason Todd as Robin was Death in the Family, when he died. So that's the only exposure I had had to Jason Todd as Robin in the Batman world. So getting to see him as Robin in little bits and pieces in this comic was really cool. And of course this takes place in the Arkham video game series universe. So it's not the DC Prime universe, but still it was really, really cool. I enjoyed this comic, and like I said, the art is absolutely amazing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the comics that I read. There's only 4 of them, and I really enjoyed all of them. I bought a bunch more, but I haven't gotten a chance to read those yet. I will, and if you guys would like, I will definitely do a video reviewing those. Those include The Four Doctors #3, and what else? Starve #3, Justice League of America, Justice League 3001, Old Man Logan. Those are all more that I have to catch up on. If you guys want to see a video about those, I'll be more than happy to do one. Let me know in the comments. If you're reading any of these 4 that I reviewed in this video, let's talk about those in the comments. I would really like to know what you guys thought, particularly of Fight Club 2 #4. I wasn't real fond of the breaking of the fourth wall. I didn't think it really worked for this comic. But that's just me. If you guys have an opposing opinion, let me know in the comments. Be happy to talk about it. So, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that like button, subscribe for more content. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.